Hello my beautiful fragrance family, Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. And before we get started, I want to apologize if there's a lag on this thing because I watched the last video and that was pretty painful because it had a bad lag. So ahead of time I apologize if this one does the same thing. Some of the other ones do the same thing. I've tried deleting them, uploading them, they still carry that lag. Other videos don't. I don't get what's different. So again, I apologize. So go ahead and do me a solid. Click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload some new content. And for those of you who already support my channel in spite of this stupid lag, thank you guys so much for helping me with what I do, because my goal here is to continue to pump out these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, 40-ish and under $1 range. Good chunk of those is going to be a lot less than that, and a good number of those you can find at your local rack stores. I'll let you know what I think about them. The one I'm talking about today is a 2007 release, a woody floral from the house of Kenneth Cole's RSVP. For those of you who know, the original bottle was red, beautiful red color, like champagne red, and this is grayish. Still pretty classy looking. Little logo on the top, you can see that there. And the lid kind of loosely fits on there. Definitely wouldn't pick it up by this lid. Light. And the atomizer is kind of trash. It sprays a fair amount, but the droplets are heavy. It's not a real good mist. But in the end, it's about the scent profile, right? So I'm just going to read off some of the notes, all of them actually, and let you know what I think overall about this fragrance. At the top, there's grapefruit, there's pepper, and lavender. In the mid, there's cedar, orchid, and iris. In the base, sandalwood, cashmere, vetiver, and patchouli. So right off the opening of this, I got the dry down on my hand. Dry down's a little bit different than the opening. It doesn't change too much. It doesn't morph a whole lot from one thing to another. Let me get the opening on this hand actually, because what I get, there's a fair amount of that grapefruit in this. It's bitter. It's not like a juicy grapefruit. It's definitely got that bitterness to it. The pepper definitely plays a role, and the patchouli as well, because there is a fair amount of spiciness. There's fresh spicy and warm spicy. The difference between the two of those is the fresh spicy is more on the top, whereas the warm spicy kind of goes in the base. And the patchouli does kind of give it that spiciness throughout the longevity of this, just a little bit of it there. And the black pepper up top really helps it out in the very beginning. So this starts to tone off on so much of that sparkly, bright bitterness and comes more into just a floral, woody, smooth, borderline powdery type of a fragrance. There is a decent amount of powder in here with the iris. I wouldn't say that it's overwhelming like grandpa type thing, but it is definitely there. Enough so that I wouldn't say that the young crowd is going to enjoy this too much. I think 25 and up, maybe 30 and up, will really be able to enjoy this the most. Occasions to wear this would be, I wouldn't say the high heat, super high heat, like anything over 84 degrees might be pushing it. It was about 83 degrees today here, and this was my scent of the day. They did give me a compliment at Walmart, and I was pushing it, you know. Did smell good though. I was loving the way I was smelling, catching those wafts every now and then, and I was just kept reminding myself like, wow, you're wearing something that smells pretty good. So you do know I like it now. Cat's out of the bag. I give this a 6.5 out of 10. Like, it's a good, solid smelling fragrance. The longevity isn't too bad. I've heard a lot of people complain about this gray bottle. The longevity is terrible. I typically don't get the best longevity on any fragrance. This one ain't too bad. It hasn't let me down yet. I get about 5.5 hours every time I wear it, so I'm happy with that. It's pretty universal, pretty versatile. Though it's not a super high heat, spring, fall, dressed up, dressed down, this thing works for all that. I wouldn't say it's a gym fragrance though. So anything sweating, no. Everything else is a green light. And yeah, 6.5 out of 10. It's a decent smelling, more than decent. It's a good, solid smelling woody floral for the cheap. You probably get one of these for about $25 in 2023 in April. And yeah, that's my final thoughts on Kenneth Cole's RSVP. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. Until next time.